Want to get to this mystery now. The search for a missing New York woman intensifying. She disappeared during a cross-country road trip with her boyfriend. Now we're learning Utah police responded to an incident in the town of Moab with the couple involved 2 weeks before she vanished. Now, two members of Gabby's family join me now. Joe Petito, her father, is in Florida. Jim Schmidt, her stepfather, is in the state of Wyoming. And gentlemen, good morning to both of you. I want to begin with Jim there in Wyoming. Jim, I think you're in the area of Jackson. What are you looking for? What have you found so far, Jim?
Yes, that's correct. We came out to Wyoming yesterday. Really, our reason for being here is to just help law enforcement with any questions they may have. That's really our reason to be here. We have our family and friends in New York, where Gabby's originally from. She has her father and stepmom and family and friends down in Florida. So we feel we have those two areas covered, but we didn't have anybody out here. And we all just agreed that we felt we need somebody out here to just try to assist in any way we can to locate her.
Yeah, understood. Just so our viewers know, Jim, the reason you went to Jackson, Wyoming, that is reportedly the last time Gabby was seen. Do I have that right?
Yeah, one of her last text messages to her mom and conversations was that she was heading up to a Grand Teton National Park area, and eventually onto Yellowstone was their plan. Okay,
Jim, hang on with me there in Wyoming. From Florida, Joe joins our conversation. Can you figure this out, Joe?
If I could figure it out, we'd have an answer, we know where to go, and we would be done. I wouldn't be on the line with you.
Yeah. How well did you know Brian Laundrie, the boyfriend?
Not as well. I mean, because I was living in New York and they were down in Florida, so not as well as I would like to, but there still weren't any red flags that would indicate we would be here today.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever talk to him?
I have. Down in April. Back in April, me and the family drove down to my uncle over in Naples, and Gabs and Brian met us. We drove up to Venice Beach. We dug through the sand for shark's teeth with the kids and Gabby and Brian. So yeah, I've talked to them. We've came and visited them, but again, nothing to indicate what's going on today.
Yeah, understood. Were they engaged at one time, Joe, or not? Were they just boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, no, they were engaged. I know there's some confusion in it, but it's not like they were rushing to for weddings and stuff like that. That wasn't their main focus. They wanted to go out and enjoy their youth. Gabby always wanted to travel and see the amazing sights, and she's doing it. And
yeah,
and that's awesome to see. You're doing at 22 what people try to do at 65 when they retire. And so what she's doing is envious, and even I'm a little jealous of it. I was talking to Jim, last night, and Jim, you heard it. You said it. I got here, and I know your first instinct. I know why Gabby came here, because it is ridiculously beautiful. And so, yeah.
Joe, does it strike you that Brian has been so quiet so far? He put out a statement, but only through his lawyer.
That wasn't a statement. I'm sorry. That's not a statement. If that, what? No, that wasn't a statement. That was, I got to quell my emotions a little bit. You know what? Listen. Forget Brian. Brian's home safe, all right? His parents, yeah, it's hard for them. Bullshit. Never mind. No. You know what? My daughter is not here. Our daughter is not here. We don't even know where she is, what state she's in. We're shooting from the hip here and trying to do what we can. So I don't care about the statement. I care about finding Gabby.
Yeah.
One of the things that I woke up to and really bothered me this morning was her Instagram is down. Mm-hmm. I don't know who took it down. If you guys could reach out to Instagram and put it back up, or at least get the pictures out there as much as we can, because I'll tell you, at best case scenario, someone sees those pictures and memorizes her face and finds her, when they're hiking or driving or whatever, At worst case scenario, those are the the pictures that I need for me to come for me, and I don't even have that right now. So no, I don't know what that is, but we got to get them back up so people can come
That's
around
a great
and
message,
memorize
Joe.
their faith.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Just one more specific. Well, were they engaged as of 2 weeks ago or a month ago? What was their status?
Yeah, no, they've been engaged, and listen, they were together.
So they didn't break that engagement off then?
No, it just wasn't their main focus. They were, they were trying to enjoy their trip. They had no plans on anything. It was just that they wanted to be together. They loved each other. But all that stuff is great, and all that. But it does not help us with the main focus now. We don't know where Gabby is. All right, and I'm doing all this stuff so I can get her face out there, and I can't see what you guys are doing. I'm hoping you're plastered in her face, the tip lines, while you're having this up, and if you're not, please do, because it's not me you need to look at. You need to look at Gabby, memorize her face, memorize the tattoos, memorize watch that video, get that, learn her mannerisms. So if she's walking down the street, or if she's stuck in the trail or something, you know what she looks like, you know her mannerisms. That's Gabby. Here's my phone. Call your folks. They're looking for you.
Mm-hmm. Jim, one last question for you up there in Jackson. What do you do today? Who do you talk to? What are police telling you?
Well, right now, the police are doing everything they can, and that's all we can rely on right now is that all these law enforcement agencies are working together collectively, and they are doing their best to find out what happened, where she is. And, as of right now, we got in late last night. So, they're aware that we're here. Our hopes are that we can reach out to them today. We can speak to them in person and show that we are here. There is a presence here.
Okay.
And, what we're looking to do here is I know there's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of people want to help. A lot of people want to get out there and do searches and stuff like that. That is not what we're looking to do right now. We're here to help law enforcement do what they do best, and that is to find Gabby. And that is all we want.
Okay, Jim Schmidt is Gabby's stepfather. He's gone to Jackson, Wyoming late last night. Jim, thank you. Joe Petito down there in Florida, Gabby's father. We're going to stay in touch with both of you gentlemen, okay? And thank you for sharing your story today. And Joe, I can assure you, we're putting the picture out there. We've got the story out there, and we are hoping for the best. Thank you, fellas, for being here today.